Oh, hello. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. We're gonna be having a mellow ass fucking Monday. I don't know why I say it with an F word, but you know, hey, it is what it is, right? But yeah, no, I hope everyone's having like a good Monday and whatnot. And hopefully today will be really, really, really good, you know? Tracking. Okay, well, I mean, the tracking still works regardless, so it doesn't really matter anyways. I turned down the volume on my end. Not on the streamer's end, but, you know, it's still at least, like, still works. I'm using a V-Bridger instead of using, like, the basic, kind of, tracking on VTube Studio, so it's at least a little bit better now, and I can actually move my head left to right. Like, holy shit, I can actually move side to side instead of just doing this, like, weird, like, tilt and slight turn and whatnot. Ain't that crazy? But no, like, literally, oh shit, I forgot to get water. Whatever, I'll get that later. But, literally, like, we're getting close. we're getting close to the model. I just got the confirmation, like, they're almost done with it. But they'll give me updates about it within, like, maybe, like, a few days. So we'll see how that turns out. And I really do hope it actually turns out really, really good. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be, you know, very pissed off. You know? You know, hopefully it's not too bad, though, honestly. Because I'm actually really excited for it. And, hopefully, you know, we can at least do more content. Because I am really wanting to do more content. Like, instead of, like, you know, just doing short form of content, I probably will do some, like, content off stream as well on YouTube and whatnot. I'll probably do some of that stuff. Just to see how, it turns out, honestly. I hope that doing something like that will actually at least get at least good content. I don't know. I had some ideas in mind, too, when it comes to content. I'll probably do just, you know, diving into, like, random public multiplayer games or whatever. Just to see how that turns out. Maybe even, like a random public, Gmod Dark RP or Murder or whatever. Just to see if anybody's, like, even on there playing and still chatting. I mean, I know there's still a lot of people who play Gary's mod, too. Just funny enough. Like, I know there's still, like, a lot of people playing it, but, like, I don't know if there's people, you know, that are populated there like it once was, like, a decade ago. 'Cause I remember, holy shit, it was pretty much like VR chat, but not VR chat in a way, if that makes sense. You know, so we'll see if once I do get my new model out and debuted and whatnot, maybe, you know, just maybe, then we'll, you know, do, like, off-stream content, you know, we'll do some, you know, off-stream content or whatever. But I know, like, streaming content is probably, like, better to do, you know, doing a lot of, like, these last zooming out stuff. Okay, anyways. But, yeah, no, I do hope, oh, damn, this thing decided to come off like a little bitch. Call this pop filter a bitch because it just wanted to fix it. There we go. Alright, fixed it. But yeah, no, I'll probably do some more of that in the future once I do get the model finished and everything. Because I do want this model to be perfect, but I'm not saying, because, like, I'm not trying to rush them or anything, but if they, you know, I mean, by all means, I'm telling them to take their time as much as possible, too. Especially what I'm paying for. Like, you know, come on. Like, that's gonna be, it's gonna be, like, a crazy, you know, waste of time and money if that's the case. I mean, the model looks pretty good. I've seen the model, I've seen how it looks. Really excited, I'm really pumped, I'm really stoked. I'm just kind of wondering how the tracking is gonna look, you know? I'm definitely gonna, like, I'm experimenting, one of these trackings in a V-Bridger, media pipe. I haven't figured out what to do much with it. I might just go with the RTX face tracking thing, because that might be a lot better than, media pipe or whatever. Yeah, media pipe. It just depends. We're gonna experiment both of them just to see how it looks, depending on the whole thing, and hopefully, you know, it won't be, you know, weird looking on me talking, whatnot. Because I do at least, like, want to, do some really good facial tracking, especially for the new model. But yeah, no, I just been kind of, like, doing my own thing, really. Thanksgiving's coming up. You know, at the end of the month, Thanksgiving's gonna come up, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope we get some turkey stuff going on, you know? Hopefully we can, like, get some best turkey this year. And, you know, Christmas. I don't know what I expect going on Christmas. I mean, my girl has been asking me to, ask her what I want for Christmas, but I just, like, I have no idea. like, even if I really want to, like, you know, tell you, like, everything is so expensive, especially these days. It's kind of it's kind of complicated. So I don't know how. I don't know how it will. I don't know what she would do. I mean, I know she wants me to, like, get her some Pokemon cards or something. I'm probably not even gonna, like, probably will just get her, like, a chair or something like that, at least. Like her like a new computer chair for her, because I know she really wants that so badly. I know damn well once I get her old chair, because I know she's gonna want me to give me that. Because if because I know where I'm at, you know, stationed at, I'm probably gonna have to like readjust the furniture area in this place, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be grand. That's gonna be grand. That's gonna be fun though, really, like, honestly, because I'm definitely gonna, like, have to rearrange everything, and you know, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, especially if I just moved everything from one room to the other, just to, like, have better streaming situations, and especially with my girlfriend, because I know she wants to stream. She hasn't even streamed in a little bit, I think, what I remember. Maybe she'll stream again. We'll see. If she is gonna stream again, maybe, I'm not sure about tonight, but maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't know. It's all up to her, really. So I know she's not really up to doing the whole whole streaming schedule like I am, because I'm a bit more invested into it. She always works, though. That's the only issue. That's probably, like, the only issue too, is that, like, she works almost, like, all the time. I mean, she always comes in late, like, probably, like, by the time I, like, even by the time I ever, like, come by, and or, like, whenever she gets home or whatever, you know, she does all that stuff. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Didn't space out or anything, but basically just literally, I was seeing a message or something like that, and I got a little sidetracked, you know, the usual kind of thing. Very, very, very usual thing, you know. But yeah, no, what was I thinking? Shit, now I really got sidetracked. Damn it. Okay. Wow, I actually do not remember what I was even talking about. It literally, like, the topic just left my head for some reason. Now I'm literally trying to think right now. I'm trying to, like, figure it out. Oh yeah, and to be honest though, whenever she does get home, which is, like, late, like, in the evening when the sun is already, like gone and whatnot, and nighttime is already in, she's either, like, not wanting to do anything, or just kind of, like, you know, relax, which I feel like that she doesn't want to squeeze her time into, like, you know, doing streams, which if I convince her enough, maybe she'll do it more often, but I think she's more invested in, like, making VR chat models and whatnot usually, but that's pretty much what she mainly does anyways, is just make VR chat models. But you know, that's kind of like a her thing. I used to make VR chat models, but then I just only made one, and I just called it good, because I was like, you know what, this is inspiring me to make a video game, and that's how it started. That's how it started for me. I went and made a VR chat model in Blender, and then I put it into Unity for Unity stuff to upload it in. And then yeah. And then, you know, I decided to experiment more with Unity, and then the rest is history. And that's how I made my first game in, like, two or 3 years ago now. It took me like almost an entire year to make another game too, which is the funny part. And then the whole Unity fiasco thing happened, and then, you know, I switched over to Unreal Engine. And now I'm basically just here debating on whether or not if I should stick to Unreal or go back to Unity, which I do want to simultaneously use both at the same time. I'm just kind of like sitting here thinking like, what can I even do? I mean, one has like better, you know, stuff for you to use, and the other one, you know, it has like really good stuff, but you know, you have to like work your way around just for certain things to work. And then, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, Unreal Engine's like a bad engine or anything. It's just more of like, it can be hectic at certain things. Now, obviously, like, it's very heavy. It's very heavy. So I have to like literally like figure out a way how to optimize my next game if I really want to do something like that, which is kind of a pain. Because I personally don't even know how to optimize games yet. That's the only issue, is I don't even know how to optimize games. And I'm a game developer, and I still have yet to figure that out. Ain't that sad? But I don't know, like, if the time does come and I do end up actually, like, you know, make another game, which I have thought about it, but I'm just not too sure on what to make completely. I have ideas. One, I do want to make a multiplayer game, and the other one, I'm kind of just like, want to make a story-driven game, which is also kind of like a lot of time and a lot of effort on both games, really. And it's like dedicating like not just myself, but also a team. I'm gonna have to, you know, I still want a team just to make it like a little bit quicker. Not just for me, but like for people who are interested in me making games, really. But I don't know. But I hope your day is going well. Hello, Sleenish. I don't know why I stopped myself from thinking of what your name was. I hope your day's doing well. How's it going? I'm just ranting. It's Mellow Monday, so it is what it is. You know, I rant and I talk shit because, you know, we're mellowing the fuck out. You know. But, you know, ranting is good. Yeah, it is good for the most part. I'm just spewing out what my thoughts are, really, on whatever is coming to my mind. Get a new model, being finished soon. I don't know when. Sometime, like, mid, almost late, this month. It's almost getting fully finished rigging and whatnot. So hopefully by that time that happens, you know, I'll be able to, you know, debut my new model. I'm hoping that happens, at least. I'm hoping at least, like, once that does happen, then I'll be able to, get everything settled, and I won't be able to have to, like, worry about random crap. I'm hoping... Oh, hiccups. I really am hoping for that, though. Oh, fucking phone, you're being like a little shit. Mobile dashboard. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jay Zucchini. Is that how you say it? Zucchini? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but thank you, Jay, for the follow. I hope you stick around and enjoy me ranting and say stupid things, you know? I'm hoping. And my phone wants to be weird. I hate my phone is being weird. Once again, thank you, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, no worries about the name. I mean, I'm bad at pronouncing stuff, honestly. Whenever I do think of, like, when I see a name and I try to read it, sometimes, like, the pronunciation for me is, like, just, ugh. Even though I speak English, English is, like, my main language. But somehow I have a hard time, you know, reading names. I don't know why, but, you know, it just happens. But you know what? Hey, that's the part of, trial and error when it becomes being a VTuber and a streamer at the same time. When I do work on another game, I actually thought about working on like an animated series. I mean, I do have like a model and whatnot made for a 3D animated series. Lurk. I don't have commands. I still need to set stuff up. I'm probably gonna do all that once I do the whole new debut model and whatnot. I'm gonna have to look into most of this stuff. But hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by and watching me rambling. I will get some commands and all that stuff and report stuff set up once I get my new model debuted and whatnot beforehand, because that is definitely my #1 priority, to set everything up beforehand, just so we can have like a better experience, as a group, as a big group of people, of us together, just watching, and enjoying our time, like as people. Wouldn't it be great? New model, yeah, I'm getting a new model being made. Well, it's actually already made. I'm just waiting for the rigging process to be finished. It's been like almost a month now since I've it's actually getting close to a month actually now since I've first commissioned it and whatnot. I already had like a concept art made. I already have the model made. Now I'm just waiting for the rigging process to be finished. And it should have V-Bridger effects to it as well, so you can actually fully see the potential of my face movement. So hopefully when that happens, then I'll be able to I can't even think. Wow, I can't even think. You'll see my face and you'll actually be able to see me moving. Yo, what's up, Bite? How's it going? Hope everything's well for you. I'm basically expecting it to be finished like by the time it's like in the middle of this month. So probably like next week or so, at least. When that does happen, then I'll be able to plan a debut and get all that up there. All good, just updating my devices. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta update all your devices. Gotta update all devices. Phone, on your computer, everything. Congrats on almost getting your new model. Hey, I mean, we're not there just yet. We're still in the waiting process, They're gonna contact me probably like tomorrow or maybe like the next day after that, just to like give me an update to see what the process is going on and whatnot. And I'm trying not to even rush them. Even though I really want the model now, I'm still gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait and see how that turns out. Hopefully though, by the time that happens, then I'll be able to do more things. Like I'm gonna do more content and whatnot that's outside of streaming. Like probably like off stream like short clips and off stream like YouTube video content and whatnot. And I'm probably gonna like maybe get an editor, or I'll edit the video myself. It just depends really. I haven't really fully decided yet. Because I mean, I have the ability to edit videos like at will. I know how to edit videos, like especially in a modern way. It's just more the fact, do I want to invest the time on making content, or just do it, or do I just pay someone to make it for me? Yeah, I saw you through YouTube Shorts. What the fuck, phone? Okay, that was weird. I saw you through YouTube Shorts at first. Yeah, that's what I've been doing mainly, was basically just doing random like clips that I found interesting and just posting them on YouTube Shorts. I've been trying to do it on TikTok too. So speaking of TikTok, if anybody haven't seen me posting on Twitter earlier, they fucking banned my ass for no apparent reason, saying I violated multiple guidelines or whatever, and I'm just like, bitch, I haven't even I haven't even done anything to get banned. All I did was posted a few things that were not really that offensive or anything. Then all of a sudden, bam, I got banned. But now, and I try to log into my account and everything, and it says, you cannot log into this account because this account's been permanently banned for violating guidelines or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, it's permanently banned, so I don't think they would really appeal it. So, yeah. Yeah, the bastards fucking... Xi Jinping banned me! fucking Chinese government literally banned me. They don't even give a reason. No, I even looked through my email just to try and see if there was a reason. And literally... nothing. Like, it says, like, I violated multiple guidelines, and they didn't explain or even specify, not even a link to specify what guidelines I violated. And like I said, I had checked through that email under that account, nothing. You're too base for them anyways. Honestly, I feel like I'm too base for anything at this point. Like, literally, and obviously I created a new account. I created a new TikTok account, and literally, I uploaded some new clips, some new short clips at least, on there. But for some reason, you know, I'm not getting any views on there. Like, legit 0. But for some reason, I can get more views on fucking YouTube Shorts than anywhere else on other platforms. I mean, sure, I may get views on, you know, Instagram, but it's not as much as I would expect it to be, you know? She is onto you, yeah. Well, guess what? He can kiss my ass and suck my nuts. That's all I care about, really. If he really does not like the way how I want to, you know, promote myself out there, then, you know, he's just basically saying, ha, let's ruin this guy's day. Bang! He's shadow banning you. Hey, like I said, he can suck my nuts. My big fat nuts, because his nuts are smaller than mine. I have big fat nuts. He can suck my nuts! But yeah, no, like literally, I don't know, like it's just so weird the fact that I got banned out of nowhere for not literally doing anything at all, and somehow, like, boom, I get banned, you know? Like, hey, like, thanks TikTok, I really appreciate it. Thanks for letting me use your platform for me to promote my content, and then here you are, you fucking shadow banned me. So they were like, fuck you, bitch! You ain't promoting your shit on my platform! Pretty much, at this point. Literally. Speaking of... freaking speaking of nuts, how are you doing in November? Oh my god. You know, it's, yeah, I'm surviving. Let's say I did survive for a while. Yeah. I basically, you know, nutted so hard into the atmosphere. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, you know, it's fucking weird, but yeah, no, it's going good. The struggle is real, everybody. The struggle is real. Oh yeah. But you know, oh shit, wait, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, like, I don't know. I feel like TikTok is just... They probably know who to support and not to support, or whatever. So they just go ahead and just ban whoever that they don't like. Just based off of their content and personality, probably. So they probably think like, oh, he's not funny at all. He's not funny at all. Let's ban this motherfucker, or whatever. If it lasts a whole month, maybe can tell your girl to give you the sucky suck as a reward. Man, if only, man, if only. If only that were the case. If only that were the case. You know? Oh, my lord. If I could get the sucky sucky right now, it would be great. All I have to do is just not get nuts. All I have to do is just not nut on... You know, boys, let's go, and girls, if there's any females watching this shit, you know. Imagine what Asmongold feels like getting banned all the time. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how often he gets banned. But I don't know how often Asmongold gets banned, but I hope that at least, you know, it's not as often, honestly. I mean, if it gets banned like almost every single platform, that would have been fucking hilarious, but also just be kind of like, yeah, I'll be pissed off too, kind of thing, you know? I would be pissed off too. Not gonna lie, you know? But hey, it is what it is. I ain't complaining. I only got banned on one platform, and that was on TikTok. And you know what? I feel like that's the most common thing to happen, is getting banned on TikTok. Probably even more often than fucking Twitch itself. Because I know a lot of people get banned for no apparent reason on, you know, fucking Twitch. And I feel like this is just the next level shit at this point. It radicalizes a guy. It radicalizes a guy for getting banned for no apparent fucking reason. If you have to go through all that bullshit, yeah. If I do, then you know, it at least like embodies the man inside me. If I do get banned, it embodies the man inside me. It embodies me. Okay. I don't know how it's picking up my mic by doing that. Because, it's kind of weird, the fact that, it's surprisingly picking up my mic when I feel that high pitch. Mickey, is that you?
Oh, boy. Oh, yes, that's me, Mickey Mouse, huh? I'm gonna get copyright strike, or even, you know, DMCA, just because I'm using the voice. Is the voice even, you know, patented? Like, you know, how fucking Nintendo likes to patent their fucking gameplay mechanics, even though almost every single fucking game is like, you know, been in their way before that shit? And they're just now fucking patenting this shit now, you know? It's fucking ridiculous, huh?
Bobby Igor will come for you.
Ah, no, I'll come for him.
Bro, I can't even do that. I can't even do that seriously. Like, you know, when just me saying that shit and just be like, oh, in the Mickey Mouse voice too is even worse. I do that almost all the time at work too, just doing that Mickey Mouse voice and just saying that shit. Like, oh man.
Like, oh boy, I'll make sure that he comes for me.
Okay, you know, I'm not gonna say that anymore because now that just sounds weird. Something's wrong with me. Something's really wrong with me. Oh man. Hi, Kuro. Sorry, I don't think I have YouTube chat up for some reason. I might have to actually fix that. I'm now reading, like, YouTube chat now. Because for some reason that's not really showing up on my end. You look friend shape. What's friend shape? What is fringe shaped? I'm trying to figure out what that actually means. Okay. How do your coworkers react? You're gooner brained. We boys get it. I mean, they're all dudes anyways, so it's like, you know, they're gonna like be kind of like it's more of just kind of like when I do the voice, and I'd say some stupid shit, like,
Hello, little boy, you want to get into my little thing? You want to come inside my clubhouse where there's candy?
Like, you know.
Like, oh boy, look at them running around like they think they own the place. Soon they're gonna make money like me,
like man, like I can't even take myself like seriously sometimes whenever I talk like that. We boys are simple creatures, yeah.
We're simple enough to be dumb,
You know, it's kind of like, you know, the great times, you know, like, you know, we as people, we decided to, you know, just say fuck it and just go like, lol, do it for the lols, you know. We like to do it for the lols.
Oh, you know what? You know what?
Oh, nah, I just did a voice crack right there. Fuck.
Oh boy! Today you're gonna start bending over for me, you bitch!
You know, that's probably what I'll do in the future. If I can afford, like, a more pricier model, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just have, like, a toggle to where, like, I can just, like, change myself to look like Mickey Mouse or some shit. Just for, like, you know, the memes or some shit like that, you know? That'll be pretty great, you know? That actually would be dope. Hold up, actually, let me check and see, let me look at the Streamlabs crap, because this is, like, weird. I'm, like, not getting, like, the chat for YouTube, but I'm getting chat for, like, Kick and Twitch, though. Some people, I can't even fucking read, wow. Fucking, some VTubers have that look at Chibi. She has a silly model. I've seen her, like, new model that she debuted. I've seen her model that she just recently debuted. And it's literally just like a normal, cute anime model girl, really. And, you know, she's still, you can't take her seriously with that, fucking, you know, attitude of hers that she has. You can't take her shit seriously. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you just gotta, like, because you can't really unsee how she is with the actual model that she normally would have, and then all of a sudden, you know, she just changes a different model. Which I think, you know, it's kind of crazy. She's all-minded. That's funny. Hold up, let me see if I can get that shit off. Hold up. So I can read shit better, because for some reason... got smudges. I got little smudges on, like, my freaking screen. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be on YouTube. What the fuck? Like, why? Like, I don't understand why it's, like, not, showing up. That's very weird. Because I do have Twitch, YouTube, and Kick stream set up. Very weird, very weird. Alright, anyways. Don't understand why that's the case, but alright. But yeah, no, especially with her new model, though, I can't really take her seriously. Half the time. Especially how she talks and how her behavior is and whatnot. And she always just acts like that kind of crazy person. Not really crazy, but, you know, more of like that kind of like type of personality that she has, like full of excitement. It's funny though. I never really watched her that much when she just started and becoming, you know, big. Up until like once I, you know, started dating my girl and, you know, got together after, you know, a while. She started talking to me about like Chibidoki and like Fillion or whatever, because they're like loud and kind of like, obnoxious people, and not in a bad way, obviously. Like they're both, you know, obnoxious in a good way, just not too much to the point where like you can't handle them or anything like that, you know. But more of like, you know, just, you know, hey, they seem funny and entertaining because that's just their behavior. That's their niche kind of thing, you know. I can send you a friend request on Discord. You seem fun to talk to. I always enjoy having a new video. Yeah, go for it. I'll let you know about it here in a little bit on what it is. Just so I don't fucking just, you know, throw it out there on the public stream and just random people adding me or whatever and just be like, hi buddy, wanna be my friend? You wanna be my friend? Like, I wanna be a, you know. Because, I mean, obviously, like, I have my, like, freaking Discord shit or whatever out publicly, so people can still probably try and add me or whatever that way, but still. Do I even have my Discord server linked on here? I don't even know. At least on Twitch. I don't think I have it like on Kick or anything like that. Marmar and people are also silly. I've never heard of those people. At least that I'm aware of. You know who Domplay is? He's basically like one of those like old, like he pretty much does like the classic like gaming commentary base cam clip footage videos. He's a pink rabbit. Oh, hold up. Let me see. Keep. Hold up. Let me. VTuber. She's white hair. I just typed that. Why is it thinking that I'm not typing it? Like. Oh, okay. I've seen her model before. Okay. I just wasn't sure. Fuck off. Fucking phone shit. Yeah, I never really, where's her pink hoodie? Hey, hold up, what was it? Marimar? I like how I'm getting, like, VTuber stuff, like, just saying, like, oh, face reveal, like, oh. Damn, it's still, like, they're from Phase Connect. Phase Connect? I mean, I don't even know what that is. Let me see. Okay, now I see their model. Okay. Phase Invader. Phase. It's a VTuber agency. Oh, okay. You know, speaking of VTuber agencies, I thought about joining one a while back ago, but then, like, when I applied most of these places, you know, that were probably quote-unquote accepting them, I haven't really, I don't know, I never got an email back to them, except for, like, one, and they were just saying, like, oh, sorry, we're not accepting your application, please apply back, or whatever, and I'm just kind of like, bro, like, whatever, and I obviously I tried looking every single one that I could find, but considering how most of these corporate entities like to milk everything out of everyone, especially for VTubers and whatnot. So it's like, and especially like the whole V-Shoujo thing that happened with them. Like, it's just kind of like, is it even worth signing up to have like... It's like Hollywood is shady. Yeah, you're not wrong on that. It is like Hollywood, and it's just shady. I mean, the only thing I've heard about V-Shoujo is like what I think it was like what, Iron Mouse or whatever, doing like a charity stream, and I think they took like half of it, of that charity money, into like their company business or whatever. Which I get it, you gotta like, you know, keep the business running and everything, but at the same time it's like you can't just steal money off of a charity donation, which that's the whole point of a charity is, you know, it goes to charity for a good reason, not for your own shit. Better off being on your own. At this point, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm kind of like just grinding at this point to get to where I need to be, than just, you know, signing my, you know, my name and my what was the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of it. Wow, I just had it in my head and it just left my head. Like pretty much my entire name, my entire, you know, whole, you know, like my entire like look of everything. That's me. And I don't want to, like, you know, if I end up just ditching the whole corporation of VTubing and whatever, then, you know, it's either like they keep everything that I have, and I don't have the rights to, you know, keep them, and just have to make another one, or, you know, I still keep it when I leave it, when I do leave the business like that, just go indie afterwards, which, you know, it's a 50-50 shot whenever that happens, so it's like, you have to, like, risk it in some ways, especially if you want to plan to, like, leave the whole business thing later on in the future. At least she managed to recover her loss and make more money for charity. Yeah, that's true, honestly. I want to be on my own too, more control. Honestly, that's probably the best way to do it, honestly, because, like, and to be honest though, like, Saba, who was Gura Gura, when she left Hololive, I think, she had to, like, you know, she couldn't, like, keep her Gura Gura, model and name because, you know, Hololive obviously, like, somehow, like, owns the whole ownership rights or whatever when she signed up for that shit. So when she left, after some disagreements and whatnot, you know, she had to, like, leave everything behind and have her own new character and whatnot, her persona kind of thing. But, you know, she's doing a lot better on her own anyways. Which is a good thing, because, you know, it really does say a lot how, you know, bad the whole business practice is when it comes to, like, VTuber agencies and whatnot. You have to rebrand yourself if you leave the company. It's a whole mess. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, Iron Mouse, she's, like, one of those rare ones that got lucky and didn't have to rebrand herself. Because if she did, I'm pretty sure it would take a while for people to, like, have their brains click in their heads and be like, oh, this is Iron Mouse, or whatever. I mean, it took me a minute to realize who Saba was, and I was like, wait a minute, that voice sounds familiar, and I was like, oh, it's Gura. Okay. And it was like, I think it's like a day after she debuted the first time, or whatever. And when like, after her debut, it kind of, like, got me thinking, I was, like, thinking, like, oh, she's a shark. Supposed to be a shark cat girl thing, or whatever. I don't know what she is at this point. She can't, you know, she probably still could have figured out a way how to, like, be a shark character without looking like her old model. I think Emma Watts also rebranded. I never really heard anything about her at all. I could probably look up and see what she is now. Let me see. Emma Watson VTuber brand. There is no official or recognized VTuber persona for Emma Watts, nor any official rebrand. Instead, the search results point to Amelia Watson, popular Hololive English VTuber who shares a similar last name. Yeah, Amelia Watts. Hold up. And it's not a new blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. New identity. Okay, let's see if that Watson is now an independent VTuber for Hololive in September 2024. Her new identity as an independent streamer, but she still works with Hololive on non-streaming cities. So I think she's still Amelia Watt, but just not, you know, under the umbrella of Hololive, I think. She's a fish eat thing. Or she's a fish cat thing. I mean, she still has, like, Saba still has, like, the tail of a shark, in a way. But just, you know, she just can't, I mean, I don't know, she just doesn't really do the whole forwarding thing, or whatever. And if their association with Hololive, she will still be involved with the company in a new role as a talent, but will not be a front-facing VTuber and streamer. I mean, hey, it'd be like that, honestly. So yeah, she's still Amelia Watts, but she's just not, like, under the umbrella of that said company. Which, you know, hey, it's probably better to keep your IP and figure out a way how to, like, have good terms with them and not have them just be, like, evil sons of bitches and be like, hey, we're gonna take your shit away. Yeah, we're gonna take your shit away, you know. It just really depends on the whole factor of it, you know? Because, like, Especially, like, if I ever did, oh shit, hello. Thank you, Zaid. Thank you, Zaid, for the follow, my dude. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this wonderful stream of Mellow Monday. And I hope that, you know, you can stop by whenever you have the chance to. Doesn't matter what stream I'm doing, but you know. This is just Mellow Monday, so don't expect much. I mean, it's just me just sitting down and chatting and just doing whatever, pretty much. I'm basically just ranting. It's pretty much the normal day of rant. After Manic Monday, Mellow Monday. If you want to call it that, yeah. I have Mellow Monday, which is today. We just randomly just chat or whatever, and then I think it's like Try Hard Tuesday, which unfortunately I won't be streaming that tomorrow because of work. But you know, hopefully I'll be able to do it more often than not in the future, as time goes on. The more I grind, which Try Hard Tuesday is basically just me randomly picking indie games, whether that's horror or not. You know, just depends on what game it is. I just pick and play throughout the entire stream. Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday is just basically, you know, I pretty much just do a random variety type of content stream, basically. Hold up. Yeah, because today for me is the first day after daylight savings time ends. First working day. I mean, shit. I keep seeing some Bayo drama. You know anything about it? I just know all I've heard lately for Bayo is that she hates men. That's all I hear about her. It's like she hates men. She hates men, but then promotes her shit towards men to buy her shit, which, you know, is kind of funny of that whole topic aspect. Something about pulling a fast one on her artist or something that too. I mean, all I just know is that she's like hating men, and a lot of people are complaining about that, is that she hates men. I mean, cool. She hates men. Good for her. If she doesn't like men, then you know that no men's gonna like her either, because how is she gonna, you know, have a man in her life, you know? Like I said, it's gonna haunt her in the future. I hope she knows that. No offense to her or anything. Water is wet. Yep. The water is wet. And I'm wet as fuck. Okay. But anyways, though, what a wacky thing to happen, you know? To be honest, so whatever she's doing, and I think it had something to do with like the whole Cinder drama too beforehand, I believe. I don't know, like I don't know how. I mean, I know it correlated it. Lots of men hate lately. Honestly, yeah. Doesn't matter like where we go and what we do. It's like even if it's like something that women disagree with, they always like, oh, men are the problem. Oh, they're the problem. We should, you know, hate on them and discriminate them for being a man. Like, dude, that's literally like the same thing of like discriminating people who are, you know, white or whatever, you know. We shouldn't discriminate them for what they're born with. Just because I'm a man, you guys are men, and some of you guys are women, if any females are watching this, doesn't mean that we should discriminate each other just because of the factor of what we're born with. Alright? Of what God gave us. Both politically and in the VTuber scene. Yeah, literally. Like, no kidding. I feel like doing that whole aspect is just fucking retarded. Like, come on, people. We're legit, like, at the age that we should at least act mature. But no, you know, apparently that's too much to ask for some people out there. And thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like a real bitch, you know? I'm gonna be like a real bitch and just like, blah, 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 you know? I just don't understand why people just feel the need to like start some shit, especially drama. Like, what is this, fucking high school? I mean, the internet feels like a fucking high school place at this point. Would you imagine if there's like one of those like big VTubers out there or whatever? Like, they're considered like the popular kids in the school, whatever, and like the smaller, very lesser known VTubers out there are kind of like the casual, like fucking school students or whatever. Imagine seeing an animation of all that, and that like includes all of us. And when men clap back, then it's bad. Pretty much, it's the same concept with anything, really. That's pretty much the same concept with anything. Doesn't even matter what it is. It's like, I don't know. True that, yeah. It's like kind of freaking crazy, honestly. Like, I mean, in that concept that I just even explained to you about the high school shit, I feel like it might as well be at that point. Because, I mean, think about it. We're technically all students in this internet called high school. and literally, the VTuber aspect space is just, you know, the popular ones are the popular ones where they hang out in their little group, and if you try to interact with them, they're like, no, you're not popular enough to be around with me, or whatever. Wow, I cannot even fucking speak. Oh, Lord. Okay, the big VTubers are like the popular kids in school versus the normies, the kids who aren't really popular. Yeah, that pretty much does sum up the whole thing. We are surrounded by idiots. Yeah, we are surrounded by idiots, no matter what. It don't matter what we say or do. We're all just idiots at the end. You know? I mean, come on, we're realistically speaking, we all are idiots, in a way. I mean, it don't really matter, you know, what we say and what we really think about it that much, but, you know, at least, like, you know, we as people can still at least, like, say things. And share our thoughts, you know? The internet high school, damn. Yep. And you know what we say to those people who are in their inner circle and think that they're too popular for us? We say, fuck you and suck my dick. If any of us has, like, you know, a schlong. If any of us are, you know, out there, you know, with that, you know, little sausage between our legs, you know. Speaking of popular people, Valkyrie is dating Hassan, allegedly. You know what? It would sum up her behavior and whatnot, and her beliefs. Considering the fact that, you know, she's defending certain shit and the whole topic of what's going on with her. Especially the whole, like, white people thing, like, oh, she, like, blah, 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 or whatever. Like, she said something about something stupid that was, like, racist as fuck. I'm just kind of like, bro, woman, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about at this point. And I think it was like one streamer or whatever was like getting so oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable because I'm a white person and I'm discriminating her because she's white. Because she had something to say about stupid shit that I shouldn't even care about. Like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Like, like literally, like fucking A. The funny thing is that she wants to hide it, like, we know, lady. Like, holy shit, yeah. Like, fucking for real, though, honestly. And literally, if anything, you know, you can't hide the truth, bitch. We know what you're doing, and we know what you do in your free spare time, and we know who you associate with. This is the internet, after all. You know? Let me put on my glasses. Wait, hold up. Hold on. Let me find Let me find it. Hold on. Let me put it in. Where? All right, fine. This will do. All right, hold up. Let me. All right. We gotta literally, like, I'm gonna put on my nerd glasses. I don't have nerd glasses, but, you know, like, I'm gonna, like, you know, actually, I know what the fuck I'm saying because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I'm gonna act like I do know what I'm talking about, you know, like, shit. Oh, lordy. We know what you are. I also wanted to add, she's a public personality, a public person. Of course, the secret is gonna be out sooner or later. A public figure, and yes, you can't delete everything on the internet. You're not wrong. Like once it's on the internet, like, you know, it's there for good. People are gonna archive that shit and, you know, save it forever. And that's just how it is. That's how the internet works. You know what? Some people just can't accept that. It's gonna be in the history digital books. People are gonna look back at this in the, like, probably like a century later, maybe, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, people were stupid," you know? LA Clout Demons is what they are, pretty much.
Oh my god, I'm gonna let the demons, you know, talk their stupid ass fucking words and, you know, spew out a bunch of nonsense, you know, like, you know, we gotta like, you know, we're gonna start talking about stupid shit and just be like, hey, I know what I'm talking about because I am smarter than you and I have to share my opinion more than you have to because that's just how I roll, you know? Because I have a big personality and I have more followers than you and I make more money than you because I'm more important. So how about you just shut the fuck up and let me talk what I want to fucking talk about? And like, oh my god, people, you're so stupid. Okay.
Exactly, everything that goes on the internet stays in the internet. There is no delete button. Yep, unless you destroy the entire internet itself. From front to back. All around. There's no doubt about that, but you know, people are not going to delete the internet. People are not going to destroy it. Not even the government, because the government realizes that they rely on it too. So, they can't really destroy it even if they really want to. Because, I mean, you know, like, the internet is literally, is founded in the United States, and it's literally being used within the United States. So it's like, you can't really, like, if people outside of the country want it to be destroyed, it's inside the United States, so they can't really do anything about it unless, you know, they figure out some way to destroy it outside of their country, which is unlikely. Because everything's all connected. We're all connected in some small little way. Small little way!
And, you know, we're just gonna, like, start talking about stupid shit because, you know, I feel like that we just need to, like, you know, be you know, we need to start doing hate crimes again, you know? We're gonna start discriminating people. Yeah, let's discriminate people because, you know, of their own personal beliefs or religion and, you know, all that stuff, you know? Let's actually yeah, let's do that, you know? Let's actually be like little morons and just do that shit, you know?
Like, speaking of stupid LA people, Billie Eilish called out billionaires for being billionaires. She wants her to get rid of all their money for better causes. That's not how it works. you know what? Small little way. I mean, like, literally, I think I've seen a clip of that, of, like, her talking about stop being a billionaire or some shit like that, it said in the video. And I'm just kind of like, it's literally, like, the same argument of, like, saying, stop being poor, you poor-ass motherfucker. Like, that's literally, like, the same fucking argument at that point. Not gonna lie.
Like, can you, like, guys stop being so fucking rich? I want you guys to not be rich because you are richer than me. It's like fucking A, even though I'm probably like the same amount of money-making machine as you guys are with your celebrities and all that shit. Because I'm famous and oh my god, stop being so fucking rich, you billionaires. Like, oh my fucking god.
And honestly, like, she may have a point, though. She may have a point of, like, these people are hoarding all their money and, like, literally, what else are they gonna fucking do with it? They have enough money to sustain themselves, really. They really do have enough money to sustain themselves of living. I mean, shit, they can probably use that kind of money to just, like, fund fucking SpaceX or NASA at this point. You know, to go into the stars and whatnot. But no, they just rather hoard it themselves. Or even better yet, donate it to fucking charity. Or even like, you know, people who have cancer, you know, that could at least, you know, half of those monies that they have could at least go to fucking charity for cancer at this point.
But no, they just want to, you know, save all their money because they're greedy sons of bitches and rather not spend a single cent. Except, you know, living costs and whatnot, because, you know, they just rather, you know, live off of people's suffering and, you know, scraping by in life, you know? Like shit.
People really are like that greedy, though. Mainly like the 1%. They want to virtue signal. They pretty much do, yeah. And like the unfortunate part, too, is that the fact that they are wanting to do everything they can to just have as much money as possible, but also be kind of like, you know, trying to, like, give us more money, you know?
Give us more money, bitches! Because we're desperate for money and we need it more than you do!
You know, kind of thing. It's just kind of crazy that people are like that, regardless. Like, I don't even understand it. Like, how about you give us the money, you know? How about you, who are the 1%, how about you give us all of that money? Like, at least half of it. Like, you don't need that much. Especially Jeff Bezos. Like, come on now. They do the bare minimum, yeah. And that's the unfortunate part. That's the only unfortunate part about, you know, especially for people like us. Because, like, I think I even encountered someone who's, like, saying, oh, yeah, I work at Amazon and whatnot. And they are really going to get on my ass if I don't do my job properly. I'm like, dude, you don't have to work like this, you know? You could do better. If you really do want to make it up to the top, then, you know, do something. Like, start a business. Or even do this, like streaming or whatever. It may not be much when you first start, but as, you know, time goes on, you'll grind and grind and grind. And you'll get to that point where you don't have to worry about making ends meet. And I know everyone has a dream that they want to do just to make money, and literally all you have to do is do it. Do your research. Look into what you are interested in doing. You gotta do it. Like, even if and obviously money has to be involved when it comes to certain things, and sometimes you just gotta have to risk it. You're gonna have to risk spending money to make money. That's pretty much the capitalistic quote way to do it. And at least Elon is trying to help humanity by making everything sustainable as much as he can with Tesla and eco-friendly projects. Honestly, yeah. I mean, wait, hold up. Most people are better off being their own boss. At this point, yeah. I mean, even though, like, for me, I would say yeah, but since I, you know, I'm relying on multiple streams, and apparently freaking donating money on different platforms that's not Twitch, apparently it goes against the whole TOS or whatever, which I think that's bullshit. And honestly, I'm still gonna promote it. Donate me, whichever platform you're on. I don't give a damn, as long as those subs come in. But no, like, for real though, like, I think it's stupid, like, when I can say I'm my own boss, but then I can still get possibly banned for something small as that, honestly. I have a small business I want to make successful. I honestly am wanting to start a business when it comes to, like, game development and whatnot. And just kind of, like, doing this as well at the same time. Like, have, like, my own business to make games and probably even do, like, an animated series, which I want to do. I have the ideas in mind. I have, like, so many ideas that I want to make. And it's like, in order for me to do it, I have to start a business. And that's kind of what kickstarted me for making games in the first place as an independent developer. Before I started doing VTubing completely as like a serious gig. Well, not really gig, more like a serious thing that I want to do, to stream. Because the fact that, you know, I can at least stream and also enjoy doing what I'm doing while also talking to people as I'm, like, doing all this. And also, you know, like, how are your games going? I mean, I haven't checked how they're doing, at least on Steam-wise. I know the whole Spooky Fest thing happened and whatnot. I registered my first game, Nightly Trash, but since it's free to play, it doesn't get discounted. I was gonna do that for Anomalous Deception, but I joined in the late bandwagon for that game, so I don't think it's getting that much attention like it should. But it is what it is. And if I do end up, like, you know, I'm still gonna do streaming, obviously, even if I do start my business, because I still at least want to be an entertainer and literally just do what I can just to make, you know, make people happy, even if they're having a miserable day and they just want to have a smile on their face. I try to do that all the time, even if I'm at work, but, you know, sometimes even my life feels like it's miserable when people piss me off at work. But I still at least try to, like, get past that. Keep going, I'm rooting for you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep believing myself and thinking to myself to be like, I deserve this. That's pretty much all you have to do, is just say, I deserve this. Research, and actually do what you are wanting to do and what you want to do to make a living. That's all you gotta do, really. I mean, it may be said easier, it may be easier said than done, but, you know, it's the least true. It's at least the most truthful thing that you could ever do in your entire life. And some people may disagree, but it's not. I mean, it's, you know, it's actually true. It's actually true. We as people just need to press on and at least keep grinding and grinding until we actually succeed. It may not happen overnight. I mean, some people think that it's just going to happen overnight, and some things do. But that's like a very rare occasion to happen. It's very rare for something like that to even happen, to have something like someone getting popular overnight just by one post or one stream or whatever. It just depends on how the internet plays out and how the algorithm of every system plays out. So really, you're just gambling, but without, you know, wasting your money away, pretty much. It's more of like spending your time on the internet is what it feels like when it comes to gambling on the internet. Just without the money involved. Just replace that with time and effort. That's literally all it is, really. Like, and that's probably like the best analogy I can think of when it comes to like doing certain stuff like that. But I mean, you know, I mean, what can I say? I'm not no expert. I'm not a big popular streamer or whatever, but, you know, hey, when it happens, you know, it'll happen, and, you know, you'll finally hit that time and be like, hey, I made it. I finally made it. And I hope that I'm gonna, and I do pray of me, myself, including everybody else that is watching this, who are planning to succeed in life on whatever it is that they plan to do with their lives. I hope we all do it. That's all that matters. I hope we all do it. We all can make a good amount of money to make a living, live a happy life, and hopefully, you know, we can all start a family and at least, like, pass on our legacy to them. And that's all I can really hope for all of us. Not killing each other or discriminating one another, you know, just happy and peaceful lives, really. Have you tested any new open source software? No, I haven't actually. I haven't really messed around with that stuff lately. I mean, technically, the latest thing that was open source was Unreal Engine 5's open source directory. Because I signed up for that, and I pretty much got invited, and I pretty much have, like, an open source file of Unreal Engine 5. Just depends on the version of it, of course, but I want to learn how to use local AI models. I have... Actually, no. That's not just that. Now you reminded me. I have... I'm using a thing called Docker or whatever to locally use an OpenAI model or ChatGPT model on my local computer. PewDiePie did that recently. Yeah, I think before PewDiePie made a video about it, I actually was like looking into that more, and I pretty much do have ChatGPT's open source model just on my computer, just for me to randomly use. instead of just me having to like always like and pay money every time when I'm using it just for me to like do simple things. Like, I can at least like now finally use that instead of just paying a fucking subscription and have them collect my data or whatever off of their end. Which I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, but
No, I'm not giving you my money and just for you to give you my data for free. Like, sorry, that's not how it fucking works, bitches.
I'd rather collect my own data, my own local computer. And I'm probably gonna do more self-hosting stuff too, especially when it comes to like managing stuff and whatnot, and like especially like I'm definitely gonna have like my own local computer, probably run off of freaking Linux on its own thing. Once I do have enough money just to even afford another computer for its own, reason, for self-hosting, server hosting, and all that stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna do all that. It would just be a while though, just before I can even do that. Because I even talked to my girl about that. Like, we can technically, like, I even told her like we can technically just have like one storage drive, but just it's locally hosted. Like, we can have all of our games and all of our projects and everything like that just saved on one computer. And if we need to back it up, we can always just have like a little automatic backup thing, like every once in a while, at least. Windows have become so ass. It makes me want to go open source as much as I can, and pretty much, yeah. And I'm not really against it either, because like honestly, at this time, we are becoming more aware of how tech works and how software stuff works now. As time goes on, we are getting to that point where everything's like becoming more open source. We're becoming like more wanting to do our own things instead of relying on like these big tech corporations. Like, as much as I love Google Drive, I'd rather, back up my important stuff on my own, computer and whatnot. Especially like important files as well, like that I want to keep. And obviously, like, I know I gotta have to replace my freaking hard drive and whatnot every now and then, but that's how it works. That's how it's gonna be. They don't, last forever, obviously, but it's at least something. Even bragging about how half the Windows code base is done by AI. No wonder Windows has been so unreliable. Yeah, I've heard about that, actually. I've heard about the fact that Windows is using AI to program their operating system or whatever. Just because AI is like
so much better to like code or whatever, and like we can rely on that way more than actual people who know what the fuck they're doing, Like, fucking A, like, fuck you, fuck these people who know what the fuck they're doing, who've done years of knowledge on how to code and how to do things properly. So fuck them, and we're just gonna use AI instead, who can do it 10 times faster, but yet still has flaws regardless, It's like, fuck that.
Like, literally, and like literally, people don't realize, like, yes, AI is the new thing, but like, it has its flaws. It don't matter. Like, AI has their own flaws when it comes to like certain shit. No, it still has room to grow. It still has room to improve. Like, when it comes to that, it will have a time and place for new things and improvements for AI, but relying on AI to code your operating system, especially when it comes to updating the damn thing, just use real people who have the knowledge and skill and have the experience to at least do it properly. People are fucking stupid when it comes to running business like that. Like, if you're running like a big corporation that relies on with like thousands, maybe even millions of people relying on the company to do the right thing, but does the exact opposite half the time, like that, for example, It's stupid because I know, like, if I use Task Manager or whatever, it's gonna multiply and it's gonna, like, be like, oh, it's not fully closed. And literally, I think you have to, like, use, like, the fucking command prompt or whatever just to close all the Task Managers. Just to even properly close completely, rather than just like, oh, you close, it's closed. I don't know if it's, if they updated it yet. I don't know if they did. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If they do update it, that is. What do you think about the Elon Sim Ultima drama, if you know about it? No, I actually don't know anything about that. Is that like a new thing? Is it recent? How old is this drama thing that's been going on? Because I never heard of it, honestly. Like, this is pretty much new to me. I never heard of anything like that. My ass is hurting. It's been going for a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never heard of it. I've been sitting on this chair for a while now, and my butt is starting to hurt. And I need more water. Okay. Water. Got some water. I'm probably gonna need some more water here soon. Probably. He and Elon founded OpenAI for it. Be open source, but Altman took over and make the company for profit. You know, I wouldn't put it past it if that's the case. The only thing I heard anything about whole OpenAI ChatGPT thing was NVIDIA is technically responsible for starting up that whole thing. Like, given like some like good amount of like good chunk amount of like their GPUs or whatever to them just to start that whole thing. At the same time, I can understand Elon, but sometimes it's a bit petty on Elon's part. You're not wrong. Sorry, hiccups, but you're not wrong on that though, because like the company has to make money, yeah. But there are ways that, you know, and to be honest, they probably want to make money quick just by getting investors involved, and that's probably like a bad way to do it, because the downside of having investors really is the fact that you have to rely on them, and you know, they're voting with their money on how the business should run. Because if they pull out, like if thousands of people pull out their investment money on them, then, you know, they're gonna be like,
oh, we don't like what you're doing, so... Oh, wait. We don't like what you're doing, so we're just gonna, like, pull our money out, and, you know, if you don't listen here soon, then, you know, all of your profit money is gonna be gone from our investment. Then everyone's like, no! No, don't do it! Don't do it! No, change! I promise!
ah, I spit. I fucking spit it on my fucking mic and keyboard, jeez. But literally, that's pretty much how it goes, and it's the same thing with, like, freaking video game companies as well. Like, they rely on all of these investors, including VRChat. VRChat relies on investment. And that's the issue, too, is, like, one simple, you know, pull out on investment, then the company goes haywire and crazy, and they have to, like, make a change ASAP. If not, then they're just worried about losing money and whatnot. Which I get that, but when it comes to certain things, I feel like pulling your money out because of the investment shit, just to make the company change their ways, I feel like certain things shouldn't be like that, honestly. That's just my opinion, though. That's just at least my opinion. Now, some of the reasons could be good, but some can also be a bad reason, you know? And honestly, I felt like, you know, for example, Roblox, that was a good reason to, you know, pull out investment from them. And I feel like that they still could have kept money away from their pockets, because they still need to fix a lot more shit than they should be. They only took action only because the investors just decided to pull out at the last minute. They were like, come back! I will change, I promise! But then just does a whole 180 and just continues doing what they're normally doing. Which, condos are still a thing in not VR chat. They probably are a thing in VR chat, but mainly in Roblox. Like, condos are still a thing in Roblox. Whether that's internally or externally. Like, no doubt about it, they're still around and they're not doing anything much about it, honestly. Like, no doubt about it. Hold up, let's see. He and Elon found an OpenAI for it to be open. Oh wait, no, I've already read that. Sorry. That's a recent fear Elon has with Tesla that he said recently. He's scared the investors might vote him out for petty and political reasons, and Elon won't make all the stuff he wants for Tesla possible. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. And to be honest though, like, even though like having like investors is a good thing when it comes to keeping, like, making your money, like making the business go quicker when it comes to making money, but at the same time it's also just kind of like people can really take advantage of that power when it comes to money being involved. Money has a lot of power when it comes to certain shit, and that especially is true when it comes to investment. And like I said, sometimes like certain ways to do it is a good way, and certain things how they do it is a bad way. Like, you can't win. Sometimes you can't win, but at the same time it's like, I'd rather be the sinking ship than staying afloat and trying to fix things that people aren't happy of what I'm doing. That's only, you know, if it's like doing a good cause, but, you know, the effects are bad, which is pulling investment out of it. Unlike, you know, doing like a bad cause and, you know, try to do good, you barely do much effort into it when investments come back after pulling out. Even Steve Jobs was voted out of his own company back in the day. Yeah, and that's what I don't like of investments. I'd rather, like, sure, it's the way of the people, but like, it's the way of people like vote for their money or whatever, but at the same time it's like, no. Like, we should not dictate who should be or should not be in their job position, especially if they made the company and founded it. Like, you can't just do that. Like, they're the ones who started it. They're the reason why that the business is even a thing in the first place. But, you know, some people just think that they can just use their money just to, like, get what they want, especially when it comes to, like, business practices. And they had to get him back a few years later because of incompetence of the previous leadership. I wonder why. Maybe they shouldn't have, you know, removed him in the first place. Like, wow, were people just literally realizing the fact that, you know, they just like, oh my god, like, holy shit, like, oh my god, people, let's just use our investment money to pull out and, you know, get this fucker fired because even though he found the company, like, oh my god, let's get him ass fired out of his own company. And then we regret it later, and then just, you know, get the whole investment pulled out again, just for him to, like, you know, get him back into the business and have him run it smooth sailing again, like it was before. Pretend like nothing ever happened. Like, oh yeah, we're so smart, guys. We're so smart. We know what the fuck we're doing when it comes to investments. Like, oh my god, we are so smart when it comes to pulling our hard-earned money onto this shit. People are stupid, I swear. People really are stupid. Like, I swear to God. Like seriously, like, what is wrong with people? I don't understand the factor of certain people thinking that they should have the power to just manipulate shit like that. Like, that's just cruel. That's evil. Like, no one should have that kind of power. Honestly. They F around and find out. Yep, that is true.
they like to fuck around and find out, you know? And, you know, we are stupid fucks. Because we want to use our money to vote with. Rather than just, you know, kind of like doing like a shit job, you know? Like we do a shit job when it comes to making businesses doing the things that we want them to do. Like, oh my god. Like, we are so smart. Alright.
Man, yeah, it's just fucking stupid. I don't understand it half the time. And honestly, I do hope things can change when it comes to people's, you know, power. When it comes to investment, because obviously this shit is kind of stupid. But you know what? What do you know? Like, what do you know? People... What do you know? You know? Because people are bitches. Hey! But yeah, no, I don't know, I feel like, people can just be idiots. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what we say or do, we're all idiots in the end. You know, people find that very offensive. You know, you can't make everybody happy, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do what you need to do. You just hope for the best. That's pretty much it. And sometimes I feel like that we should... Oh wait, hold up. Speaking of out of touch business practice, Xbox, am I right? Oh yes. They want to stop making Xbox consoles, and they would rather rely on freaking, you know, using just Xbox fucking Game Pass or whatever it's called, yeah? And they're doing like, I think they're doing like the whole fucking like Steam Deck knockoff brand or whatever. But they're doing like the whole, oh, it's like freaking, you have to use Game Pass where to play games rather than just playing the games natively of any Xbox game on there natively. Oh, but, you know, Steam support, you know, they want to stop making money, really. Yeah, it's true. They do want to stop making money, but yet somehow they're just kind of like, oh, we're just gonna make a handheld console, but not make all games natively playable on there. We're gonna let you, like, have some games that you can play in the cloud on Xbox Game Pass, and just, like, we're just gonna, like, you know, let you guys spend more of your money than you should be, and we'll increase the price when it comes to monthly subscriptions, and, like, you know, give us your money. Like, give us more of your money, please. Like, please, motherfucker. You know. There's something wrong with me, but, you know, aren't we all? There's something wrong with all of us. That's what makes us human. I don't see them surviving another gen. Maybe. But that just depends on how they're gonna play this out. I don't like how they're doing like the Steam Deck knockoff brand of that handheld console that they released. And the fact that they're, you know, not making any Xbox games natively play on there, but they rather just you know, rely on Game Pass and just do all that shit. But they're allowing you to fucking, you know, use Steam on that shit, which it's practically a Steam Deck at this point. It's just, you know, just covered in an Xbox brand. That's literally all it is, really. Game and Steam Deck just keep winning by doing nothing. At this point, yeah. Like, even if people try to jump into the competition, like, they're still winning. And I think there's like another version of it as well. Like another brand that is kind of like that, but, you know, still doing the same thing. What is it? Freaking Razer? Not Razer. It's another one that does, you know, SteamOS / Linux, but also, you know, Windows as well when you play games on Steam Deck. I can't remember which one it was exactly. I just know one of them's a thing. I'm trying to remember what company has like their own handheld version of the Steam Deck, but just does all that shit. I can't remember which one it was. If I can look it up, maybe I'll find it. It's not Bazai. It's like a different company. You know, like the one with like the eye logo on their brand or whatever. They do like sell computer parts as well. I know that much. I think it's no. I don't know if it's Lenovo. I don't think it's Lenovo. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, no, it's not them. Steam Deck alternatives. Oh, let me see. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Not Lenovo. I think it's Asus. Yeah, it's definitely Asus. It's the ROG Ally X. Hold up, let me new image. Okay, wait, actually, let me do this real quick. Let me do this. Okay. Shit. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Let me. I. Wait, hold up. Wow. Aren't I retarded? Okay. Hello. Okay. Ignore everything that I just did. I forgot to set up the audio shit on this fucking tab. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Streamer education 101. Don't ever do that like an idiot. Ignore my idiocracy. I was kind of wondering, like, hold up, why, what, like, huh? But now I know. Yes, I'm an idiot. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, this is supposed to be like. Now I don't even remember what the bit was that I was doing. Zoom meeting flashbacks. God, imagine having Zoom meetings. Gross. Imagine.
Oh my god, look at that. M.2 2280 support. Like, oh my god. Look at that. Look at that shit, man. Look at that. That shit's like good. You know? That's some good shit. That's some good shit, you know? Good shit. Good shit, you know? Good shit.
I need to figure out how to, like, do, like, key bindings for that shit. Xbox Game Pass, that's what it was. I forgot. You know, I have an SSD, but it's not M.2, honestly. It's still fast, don't get me wrong. But it's not gonna be really fast. Yeah, let's watch a guy play a fucking Steam Deck knockoff game in the middle of New York. Someone's probably bound to steal that shit.
Oh my god, look at that airflow. Look at that fucking airflow. Like, oh my god. Look at that heat sink. That's some good ass heat sink.
Yoink. Yeah, literally. Someone either in Detroit or in fucking New York or even California at best would just, if you had shit like this expensive, someone's bound to just fucking either rob you or just yoink it out of your hands immediately. So it's like, you can't just have this shit out publicly. Like, are you stupid? Oh my god, 120 hertz refresh rate! Holy shit! Damn! Bare glass. Oh, so it's like less reflective surfaces. Oh yeah, it says reflective surfaces. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Effortless controls, like, holy shit. I love those effortless controls. This costs like $800 to own. Like, what the fuck? Like, bruh. Ain't no way I'm spending that much. Especially right now. Windows Hello. Oh my god. Like, who the fuck uses Windows Hello? Speaking of stealing, I never understand people stealing Apple stores. They just want the latest iPhone, an iPad or whatever. They just want the latest shit without having to buy it. But little do they know, they can't fucking use it half the time, I bet. 'Cause I think there's like a way for the person who is buying it or whatever, they have to like get a person who works there just to unlock access for them to use it at all costs. I think. Isn't that the case? I don't remember. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong on that. But I could be wrong. Yeah, no. It pretty much is like that though. Oh, yeah. And they disable the parts remotely. Yeah, and that's the only issue. That's the only issue that they do. So stealing them for parts is useless. Yep. Those models are dummy ones, and they call the police when they get out of the store. People are stupid, I swear. People are so stupid. Like, imagine... I mean, literally, like, imagine doing that same shit with, like... getting a Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever. I mean, then again, when people try to use a Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever, and then they just kind of, like, they get, like, you know, blocked from just ever using their system at all, just because Nintendo is, like, very fucking butthurt about certain things. And then when they try to resell it, and people try to buy that used console, you know, they can't access anything at all. Doesn't matter. And it's like, did Nintendo ever thought about this? They probably don't even give a shit because they're still making money regardless. But still, it's just kind of like, what the fuck? I don't understand Nintendo's thought process when it comes to people doing that shit. Oh yeah, they disable the console if you mod it. See, and that's the thing. I've heard stories people that they don't even mod it or whatever. I think if they just like insert like a Nintendo Switch 1 cartridge or whatever of their game, then they just like, you know, it just thinks that they're modding the system or whatever, and then Nintendo just like, nope, flips a switch on that system of theirs. I think it's just most of the time people try to play Nintendo Switch 1 games on there. And I think they don't think about doing backwards compatibility on them. I think that's what the case is. If I remember correctly, I think that's what the case is most of the time. I mean, I know some people will try and, you know, mod the system, but I'm pretty sure there are ways to bypass it without getting the system, you know, blocked from people using it. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who have done it before. Nintendo is very anti-repair. I'm not surprised. It's the same thing that how Apple was at the time. Even their console is a pain to repair. Sounds about right, and I think like when they try to like get people to like, it's like someone else who can repair it for them instead of just Nintendo themselves, they just kind of like do it on purpose to make it more complicated and live in hell for them. I feel like that's what it is half the time. But I mean, like, hey, like, people are just kind of like, they want the money, they just want the money, and they don't give a fuck about the consumer. It's all anti-consumerism. They are like Apple, but without the quality. Sounds about right. I mean, like, no offense, but like, hold up, how do I, yeah, remove item. Boom. At least Apple is slowly learning and giving the customers a way to fix their stuff. Yeah, at least. It took them way too long just for them to do all that crap. Way too long. Like, literally way too long. It's so stupid. I mean, like, what can you... I mean, like, I don't know. Like, if I was a business owner, like, sure, I don't want people to, like, mod some of my shit if I made, like, a console or whatever, but, like, at least at least, like, think about the, you know, other things that can happen, like, outside of that. Like, not everyone's gonna, like, you know, mod your system. Some people just probably want to, you know, like, play games backwards compatible, you know? I mean, who doesn't love backwards compatible games? I sure as hell do. Unfortunately, you know, we don't normally get people... We don't normally get consoles these days, actually, who want to do backwards compatibility. I mean, Xbox used to do that. PlayStation used to do that. But now they just don't do it anymore. It's like backwards compatibility is no longer, like, becoming a thing anymore when it comes to console gaming. I don't know about you, but that's just weird. Classic Nintendo was the GOAT. Yep. And now they're the bitches. They're the bitches. They're the bitches. They're the most bitchiest bitches in the fucking bitchiest planet. Okay. They're bitches. Today, not so much, yeah. Not so much today, but back then, they pretty much were. Now here they are, running out of goat milk when they're trying to milk everything out of their asses. It's kind of weird to think about that freaking Nintendo has been around since like the late 1800s. It's kind of weird to think about that. They went from like children's toys and they like did all these other things, like running like a restaurant, I think, right? And then like they slowly went up to like making games or whatever like that. It's fucking crazy that a game like that is over 100 years old and is now making games, and now they're like one of the most big popular like fucking companies in the world. And now they're being hated because of like anti-consumerism shit because of it. Like that's wild. I wonder if the original founder is like looking at this shit and be like, oh fuck, I did a dumb goof. Nintendo players have become the Disney adults of gaming, pretty much. And in a way, yeah, it pretty much is like that. They stated out selling cards. Yep. And you know what? It can't be bothered. Hold on, let me check my phone real quick. I'm gonna check something real quick because I'm trying to see what is going on. Oh, scan my finger. Oh wow, you're. Well, my phone's a bitch, not anybody else here. Oh, it started. Stupid. Bongo Burr. Oh, you're watching my stream on your phone? Rip. I didn't think that you were watching my stream on your phone. I mean, hey, it'd be like that. Sometimes not everyone's just gonna be like on their tablet or on their computer just to watch the stream. I mean, hey, it'd be like that though. I mean, I ain't judging. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do when it comes to watching people's streams. Or do whatever, really. Man, it's like... Ah! Oh, holy shit. Man, I can't believe I'm gonna have to work all day after this. This is ridiculous. Oh, like, is your phone okay? I'm watching you on my laptop. Oh. I thought you meant like you're watching the stream on your phone or something like that. I was about to say, like, I ain't judging if anybody watches my stream on their phone, but I would have at least expected like a laptop or a computer at least. Tablet, sure. But a phone? Like, you're watching a fucking small-ass screen on your end at that point. Basically watching like a miniature screen on your end, you know? Like, holy shit. It's funny though. I thought you were like talking about that. But on a laptop though, that's you know, that's usually the case. I remember when I had a laptop, then you know, I upgraded. I upgraded to the shit. I'm so glad though that my parts didn't break during the process of having this being shipped out to me, because my parents, my dad actually, he didn't even didn't tell the guys who were gonna ship it to me, tell them like, hey, it's fragile. Make sure it doesn't, you know, get damaged in any way. So it's just kind of like, I'm just kind of like, dude, like I even texted my dad, like, you should have told him that this was fragile. You should have known. It's like full of very sensitive components and plus a side glass panel. Like, come on. Like, damn. I did that yesterday at McDonald's, and the VTuber was being weird, and I turned it off. See, were you connected to their Wi-Fi? You know the saying goes, connecting to like their fucking like McDonald's Wi-Fi or whatever. I forgot what the saying was when it came to that crap. I know there was a saying for that, but it was pretty funny. I think like I don't know. I just got like a memory unlocked on my end. Like I think someone hacked on at a certain McDonald's place. I don't remember what location it was though, but someone like hacked like a McDonald's restaurant or whatever, and they like it was like a certain place that had a TV or whatever, and it was like I think like they hacked it to like one of the screens to where like it plays like fucking porn or some shit like that. And I think like the dude was filming it too, and he's like laughing his ass off. I'm like, dude, like that's freaking crazy. That's freaking crazy that someone managed to do that shit. I was seeing a bit before I arrived home to see the full thing. I was using my data. Oh, but I mean, you know, it would have been. It's kind of funny if some people actually do use like the public Wi-Fi crap. Like, come on, man. Like, who uses that crap? I mean, I'm pretty sure almost everyone in their own household has internet, at least. Because we all know that shit. It's like, who really uses public Wi-Fi? I feel like using public Wi-Fi is like kind of like a very weird choice to have, honestly. But that's just me, though. Public Wi-Fi sus. It is. It really is. Like, no doubt about that. I mean, like, honestly, if I had to use public Wi-Fi, that's only if I had to. Only because, like, if I had, like, no data on my phone whatsoever. That's how they steal your data for free. Literally. And I would only use... I would only use public Wi-Fi as a last resort if I had no data on my phone. Which, you know, it could happen, but the likeliness of happening like that is slim. Very slim. Oh, shite. I might actually get some water real quick. I might actually do that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get some water real quick and then I'll come back. It won't take me more than like a minute at least. So I'll be right back. And we are back. Surprise! Okay, I got water. I almost forgot to get water. Literally, I was like, I was going downstairs, I was putting the laundry in the dryer and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, I was going back upstairs, then I was like, almost up to the top, and I was like, thinking like, oh shit, I forgot to get water. So, went back downstairs, grabbed some water, and I came back up here. So yeah, I forgot to get water. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it when you like forget to like get water? That was like the main task as well, is you getting water before going back to like continue streaming. That is funny. Ain't that just funny? Like, oh my god. It's so funny. Like, I don't know, I'm talking like that. Talking like that very weirdly, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of insane. That's all I gotta say. I'm insane.
I'm so crazy. Like, you don't even know what crazy means, and I'm like the definition of crazy. I love it when things are crazy.
Okay. I think I'm just doing this because I'm like very, 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 very concerning individual. And some people may beg to differ. Silly shit. You see nothing yet, boy. You see nothing yet. I'm trying to readjust this damn mic because he doesn't want to play nice with me. I need to get a new mic. What do you mean by that? I don't know. I'm just saying random shit. I mean, I don't even need a new mic. I don't know why I was talking like this, like I was being like Kermit the Frog. I'm talking like Kermit the Frog right now, like, oh my god.
Oh, fucking Kermit, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, Mickey Mouse, like, what's going on, you know? I'm just, talking to people over here. I'm talking to chat, you know? Like,
Oh, shut the fuck up, little bitch! You're not supposed to be here! This is Disneyland! A fucking Muppet Show!
Oh, well, Mickey, like, it's a little fun trip,
We gotta, you know, entertain these kitties, you know?
Oh, there are no kitties over here. The only kitties I see is you, little bitch. Now get the fuck out of here.
No! Okay. What's wrong with me? Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like throwing shit at the top of my head, and I don't know. It's something weird. Can somebody please explain to me what's wrong with me? It's temporary. It's running out of storage. Need a new phone. It's temporarily deleting some apps. I need to try and make some space. I feel like this is my theory. I feel like Android and whatnot. If you're using Android, I feel like I feel like it slowly adds storage on you for no apparent reason, and they just make you like make your storage like really full just so it can like fuck up your whole entire system and having you to like make you buy a new one. That's just my theory though. That's just my theory, honestly. I don't know if it's true or not, but you know, if it is, then you know they might be onto me. I damn well can't afford a new phone right now, that's for sure. Ah, water. Ain't that nice. Some nice-ass water. Got some nice-ass water, you know? I'll see if I can go to the phone here soon to see if I can get a new one. Well, just make sure you can afford it, you know? Because sometimes, you know, they can be very expensive. They can be very expensive. The fuck? See, now my phone just decided to unlock itself. Like, it decided to unlock my fucking screen and try to open up the damn fucking, passcode or whatever. And I'm just like, I think they're listening. They're fucking listening. They're trying to fuck with me. They're on to me! Okay, anyways. I shouldn't be shouting. Like, I shouldn't be shouting for this. I'll have to settle for free options. It's a last resort until I can buy something better. Like, I don't know why my phone just decided to show my fucking screen, my lock screen or whatever, just to try and like unlock. Like, it had my pin number shit, pin pad or whatever, showed up. Like, it was trying to like unlock my phone or some shit. Yeah, they know. Literally, they fucking know, and I'm not sure if I like that. Scary. I think they're onto something. I think they're onto me. It's because I spoke the truth. They're onto me because I spoke the truth! What phone do you have? An Android. An Android phone, that's all I know I have. And I really do hate my fucking shit right now. I just know that I have an Android and that's that. I'm not an Apple phone user, honestly. What brand? Oh, pfft. Shit, I don't even know. I think it's like Blue something. I know it's like Blue something. I don't remember what the actual brand itself is, honestly. I think like the version I'm using is like Android 11? I think that's what the version Android I'm using for it. It doesn't have an update, and I can't upgrade it for some reason. It doesn't allow it. Like, it does not require me to, like, or even let me just upgrade it. Because I want to fucking upgrade it, but it's like, no. It's saying, like, fuck you. You gotta suffer using the whatever version you have. We're on Android 16. I am probably way far behind then at that point. I probably do need a new phone anyways, but I can't afford it. I mean, hey, it still works. You know, at least it still works. I probably could figure out a way how to, like, do a firmware update or whatever. Like, update to, like, the latest Android version of it, but I don't know. It won't upgrade it. It won't update anyone anymore. Oh, well, see, I probably would have to force myself to do it then. But that's too risky. I don't want to, like, lose all my fucking shit and just be like, oh no, I lost all my shit, my important shit. Especially if I'm wanting to, like, log into, like, my accounts or whatever. when you have like that two-factor authentication or whatever. Should save it for a Google Pixel. How much is a Google Pixel? It probably costs a lot though. I don't even trust using Google products at this point. I'm kind of going in that mindset thought of like how PewDiePie did, like de-googling everything. And it has all the latest Android versions. Here, hang on. Google Pixel. Because Google makes Android. Well, guess what? They're using Linux. They're using Linux. Google Pixel design for Gemini era. Well, blah. Who gives a fuck about the AI shit? Honestly. Oh my god, $600. $600 just to get the fucking Pixel 10. Dude. What the fuck? Just for Pixel 10 costs $600. What the fuck? That's like, and that's like on sale. That's like on sale right now. I mean, I know I can probably do like a fucking finance payment or whatever to pay it off monthly, but like, holy fuck. For an $800 fucking phone, what the fuck? Like, honestly though, like, what the shit? $400. I mean, I guess that's not bad, but still. Like, shit. Pixel is like the iPhone of Android. I mean, I would have figured as much, but... damn. That's why they're premium. I don't know, like, I don't really trust Google with their own products. Especially if I'm having that mindset to de-Google myself, too. Like, I'm already thinking about it, and I'm already, like, planning to do that in the future. I could probably get a black one. If I say I'm getting like a Pixel 9a. But damn, that means I have to like transfer everything over. I have to transfer all of my shit over if I do get one. So like, shit. Even more expensive in some cases. Samsung are also pricey. I mean, like, I probably would rather. I mean, then again, fucking, it's very easy to transfer. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it's not like I've not done it before, but it's more of just kind of like it's the hassle that I have to do it. It's more of the hassle, really. It's really just the hassle, honestly, because like it's like you have to sit there and wait for all of your files to transfer over. You have to kind of like just sit there and wait, and I hate that shit, especially if I want to like, you know, get to it and just use it as like a normal phone kind of thing. And my leg got stuck on this leathery fucking chair. I hate leather chairs. Fucking hate leather chairs. And this is just a hand-me-down, too. I don't even have my chair yet. It's, like, my chair is still at my parents' house. No gamer chair? Nope, it's still... I left it at my parents' house. I'm probably just gonna buy a new one anyways. Or if I buy my girl a new chair, she'll probably just give me hers. Another hand-me-down passed on to me. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like, you know, The only complaint about I have with this fucking chair that I'm using is more of just the fact that it'll slowly, like, pull itself down. So I have to, like, re-level myself of the height for the chair, which is annoying. Especially when I'm just sitting down gaming or whatever, or even streaming at best. So I have to, like, just pull the fucking lever just to pull myself back up again, and it's annoying as shit. I hate it. That's the only issue I have with this chair. Leather is pain to manage. Yep, especially when it's hot as fuck. I deal with the heat almost all the damn time. And I'm just sitting on my foot too, which is my most comfortable thing for me. And I'm not sure if that's like an autism thing or what. But you know, I'm basically just sitting here, sitting on my foot, being comfortable. Texas problems. Kind of. It's, I mean, in a nutshell, in a way. But my lord! Texas shenanigans. The old yeller Texas. Texas schmection. Or, you know, it's like Tejin. If it was like, you know, in Spanish. Yeehaw. 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 How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hello. Oh man, this is just a crazy day. We started off strong. We started off a strong stream, and now, you know, we're kind of getting around that time where it's like getting close to like ending the stream. No, like probably like in about like maybe 30 minutes or less. Puerto Rico is also hot sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to feel the cold now. I mean, like literally this morning, I literally woke up and the entire bedroom was freezing. Like the entire bedroom was freezing. Even in the hallway was like fucking cold. Even the office room was fucking cold as well. So I'm just kind of just like, damn. Didn't think it was gonna be this cold. But it's like later on in the day it'll be not so cold. And it doesn't really help too that my girl's brother will like freaking turn the fucking like AC on, and I'm just kind of like, bruh, it shouldn't be this cold. Like it feels too cold outside for it to be cold in here. Like what's going on, man? I know it can be hot over here a lot, but like, damn. Water. May I please have some water? Please? Who remembers that freaking guy, the Burger King hat and a mask? That old guy who just shouts like very offensive slur words in a public plane. Who remembers that guy? I just legit just saw a clip of the reason why he was like acting like that. I guess just because of like just some guy or whatever, or some chick or whatever was like took his seat and he was making a big deal about that shit. I saw the full on clip and I was like, dude, you legit overreacted over a fucking chair? Like, really, dude? Like, really? Even when I got on a plane for the first time, I wouldn't complain much about it. Like, damn, son. I don't understand why people overreact like certain shit, especially like that. And all you're doing is just going to one large, like a very large distance to a different location. Like, that's all you're doing, and somehow that's a big deal. Just to, like, have a fucking seat of your own. Like, just because you're assigned there doesn't mean you have to be in that assigned seat. I mean, sure, it's an assigned seat, but it shouldn't be a big deal about it. No offense. But I don't understand people. I don't really understand people, honestly. It's stupid. I think like the only issue I have with this media pipe tracking for the V-Bridger is that it's not tracking my eyes properly. Unlike RTX NVIDIA face tracking, it at least tracks my eyes. So probably Wednesday I'm gonna probably when I do stream it again that day, I'm probably gonna like go and use that instead. Because at least with that, I can at least like move around my eyes and you can at least see it. And I'm probably gonna use that more, if anything. Which sucks. Which, even if I try using like the cause I'm using like I have like an RTX 5070 GPU right now. And I shit you not, like, it literally does, for some reason, it does not like using, like, the NVIDIA face tracking. The first one, at least. Like, if I use, like, the second one, it works fine. The first one, it just doesn't want to work. Even though I'm using an RTX 5070. So I don't understand. I don't understand! I don't understand. Why do you not work? You're supposed to work. But for some reason, the second version wants to work. I don't understand that. The second version, which is still in development, that works, but not the first version of it. I don't understand that. Like, seriously.
What gives? What gives, man? What gives?
What the fuck? Good thing AMD has better Linux support. It's pretty much the only reason why I even got an RTX anyways, is because of like, so I can have like better facial tracking, because I know I'm not gonna rely on my phone for a while. Until I do end up getting an iPhone just to have better tracking and whatnot. That's the only reason why I would only use. And plus, I did want like a newer GPU anyways, because the one I had before, GTX 1080, it did its thing for a while, but you know, over time it just, you know, they were gonna stop supporting it, which was around last month. So I was just kind of like, you know what, I might as well just get a new GPU so I can get the latest version of the software updates. But you know, Windows 11, you know, fuck that. Bypass that shit. Why would I need modern tech? It's still good. I can still do shit with it, so why change it? From what I've heard, the whole temp 2.0 shit, I've heard it's like spyware shit that Windows just wants to use. From what I've heard. I'm not sure how true that is. I watch a VTuber who does that, has a Android and uses an iPhone for face tracking. Yeah, I mean, I probably will do that in the future, honestly, but I know I could probably just get like an iPhone 11 or 12 or whatever and just call it good when it comes to face tracking, at least. So I could probably just do that and just call it good and just be kind of like, boom, there we go. And plus, I probably would have a lot better tracking than just, you know, using like an NVIDIA face tracking software on my computer, which probably would take up more resource to do. Which I might just end up doing that, honestly, in the future. But before I even do end up doing that, I'm probably going to get some new monitors. Because I definitely need 2 more monitors for my shit. So once that does happen, then, you know, I'm definitely gonna like get those just so I can have 2 more monitors to use for like better management and whatnot, especially for streaming. I also am gonna get like a stream deck too, just so I can use it for like soundboards and whatnot. Cause I kind of do want to use soundboards just for comedic effect. And literally all I can do right now is just zoom in my face and whatnot. I bet that sounds good, you know. Alright. That's probably going to be like a weird-ass clip that I'm going to have set up for shorts and whatnot. But you know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get 2 more monitors, and then once I get the 2 monitors, I'll just place my magnetic phone charger or whatever onto it. Just probably put it like in between like the monitors so I can at least like talk and chat while I'm like, you know, moving my face around and whatnot. That's at least what I'll do when I plan to, at least. But yeah, okay. I'll drink some water. Some water. Yeah, get water. Yeah, I don't know. That's at least the plan, and you know, I won't have to rely on, you know, just using that face tracking on my computer. It'll at least be external. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to use VBridger or whatever. I know VBridger does a lot better tracking stuff when it comes to face tracking, at least. At least I can at least. But yeah, sounds like a good plan. Yeah. For the most part. For the most part, you know. Part. Yeah. 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 Okay, I'm basically just like doing random shit at this point. Just doing random shit. Oh. Oh, that was not great. I stretched in it, and that wasn't even a great way to stretch. Wow, that hurt. Alright, then. I'm trying to think, let's see, don't break your bones. Oh, I'm worried more about my muscles than my bones at this point. I'm more worried about them. It's muscles. I practically almost stretched my muscle just now. So yeah, I'm more worried about my muscles than my bones. If I break my bones, I mean, obviously I'm worried about breaking my bones, really. If I break my bones, then you know that's not good. You know, I'm gonna have to like get a cast and everything, and that's not good. You know what? That probably means I'm ineffective with work. But you know, it is what it is. Oy, man. And plus with like the new Model 2, once I do get like a, you know, another phone just to track my face, it'll at least like help me be more expressive. Especially with like puff out cheeks and whatnot. Like I can't even do it with this model. I mean, like, I don't even know if the tracking does any better with a Google Pixel or a Samsung phone, really. Like, I don't know how the tracking does when it comes to VTuber face tracking. I don't know how that works well. I can't even speak, man. Like, what the fuck? I can't even speak. I can't speak. I can speak, but I just can't really say things properly, you know?
You know, I can't even say things properly just because I'm an idiot. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
iPhone has better tracking hardware. Honestly, I believe that. That's why I was like sitting there thinking like, should I even get like a different phone? I mean, I technically can do it with my normal phone, but like, it probably doesn't have like the best tracking especially when it comes to like detailed facial tracking at least. That's why lots of VTubers use it. Makes sense. Now, I'll probably do that like in the near future too, once I have the chance to get one and just use it that way. But we'll see. You know, we'll see how that turns out. Oi! You know what? Bitches. I don't know where I was going with that. Man. What a day, honestly. What a day. Today has been crazy. Mainly for the stream, at least. Hoes. 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 Oats and hoes. Okay. I'm just messing around with the face tracking at this point. Yeah, I think doing V-Bridger face tracking on the camera thing is a lot better than, like, doing the, instead of doing the whole VTube Studio tracking thing. I mean, sure, it does its job with it, but I feel like that there's better, like, tracking experience on V-Bridger than on VTube Studio, honestly. And funny enough, both of them are using the Unity engine too, just to do all this crap, which is funny. That's kind of weird to think about. Ain't that saying something? Which I think it is kind of weird to think about that.
Crabs, start digging into your butt, twin.
I don't know why that just popped up in my head, because like I have like the Twitch audio thing for it, and surprisingly, no one hasn't even, you know, went to that and just messed with it. Only my girl did that shit while she was like streaming as well, just to mess with me.
But you know what? Hey, it is what it is.
Ah. Couple shenanigans. Yep. The usual. And you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Oh, hold up. Wow. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I was like, wait a minute. Did I put that pedal? Because now I remembered. I did. You want to hear a fun fact? That's stupid, but you know it's pretty funny. If you have like a bag or whatever, like just a plastic bag, no holes or whatever, fill it with water and you put a penny inside of it. And if there's a fly flying around and it sees it, it's gonna mistakenly think that it's a spider. It's a little fun fact for you. Sure, lay it on me. I mean, I pretty much just did. Lay it on me. Aw. Any more fun facts? Let me think about this. I think. Hold up. I'm trying to think. The Earth tilts at an angle, which causes season changes. I don't know. That was probably like the only fun fact I had in my head, honestly. That was probably like the only fun fact I had. I couldn't think of any other fun facts, honestly. I'm only doing this just because I'm running out of like thoughts to process on a mellow Monday. Especially when we're already at the tail end of our streaming. Like probably like what, 20 minutes? Fun fact: the Earth is not flat. Yeah, pretty much. The Earth is not flat.
And if anybody else thinks that the world is flat, you have been proven wrong numerous times. You just want to deny it every time whenever there's facts about it, you know? Don't be a bitch, alright? We all know what the truth is, so fuck you. Money, money, money. Money. Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. Once this model does come in, though, I'm definitely gonna do like more shit that's not just streaming and YouTube short clips of like clips of my streams. I'm definitely gonna do like more stuff, and especially posting stuff on Twitter as well. The only reason why I haven't done it at all with this model is because I feel like it's not my, you know, type of character that I want to like represent myself as, especially on the internet. So once I do get the model made and actually am satisfied with it, then, you know, I'm definitely gonna like use that a lot. Cause I know like a lot of VTubers like to post things with their models and do like random shenanigans with the stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully it's soon. Send a friend request to your Discord. Oh, you did. I actually already found it. I forgot to actually, like, do the whole, like, message you thing, kind of thing. Or did you already, like, found, like, my server or something like that? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I'm in that server. Wow, I forgot. I completely forgot all about that, honestly. You know what's funny? I legit, like, was randomly, like, watching Thaf9's, like, old fucking video about Baldi's Basics or whatever. And I just, and I saw Shia Bunny, just randomly as, like, a cameo in that video clip, and I was like, damn. That's actually kind of funny that he was just a cameo there. And this is like way before I started becoming more serious into like VTubing and whatnot. And I know Thaf9 is like a VTuber as well technically, but he's kind of like that type of person that does like content type stuff and like does analyzations and stuff like that, especially like with the kind of like how Pyrocynical does. And he's not even a VTuber. Pyrocynical's not even a VTuber. He's just a guy, a British guy who just streams for fun. Does content for fun. And I think he got like banned on like fucking Twitch too for no reason. So he just decided to stream on YouTube because of it. Make a profile neon font. Oh, you're talking about like Oh, okay, yeah. I was like thinking, like, wait, what? But yeah, it's just like a nitro thing, though. Really. Once it expires, it's not going to be on there anymore. I only have it because my girl gave it to me for free. And I remember, like F9, I say he is a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I don't bother with Nitro either. I only have it just because, you know, my girl gave it to me. And really, the only issue I have with Nitro is that they don't give you, like, a bigger file upload limitation. It's like 500 megs and that's it. Not even more than that. Just stupid, honestly. Very, very, very stupid. I do say so myself. Yeah, that's BS. Yeah, so it's like, why even bother pay that amount of money if you're not gonna, like, give it a bigger file size, honestly? No, I know, I shouldn't be complaining or whatever, but, like, you know, Discord needs to pump up those numbers, really, like, to be honest though, their moderation team is very bad as well. Like, they have the ability to take action, they just choose not to half the time, especially when it comes to, like, serious shit on their platform. If you think about it, really. They just don't want to do shit. I got milk duds too. Like, my girl during Halloween, like before Halloween actually, she just decided to give me like boxes of like small boxes of like milk duds or whatever. If you can hear that. She literally just decided to like give me lots of milk duds, and I'm like, she was like, I don't like milk duds. Do you like them? I was like, I mean, they're okay, but it's literally just caramel inside of it, really. I mean, I mean, it's not like I don't like them. It's more just like, I'd rather just have like other types of candy, really. Honestly. How was your spooky day? I mean, I worked. That's pretty much all I did. I pretty much worked and enjoyed whatever time I had, really. To be honest with ya. Wada. I am. Working is scary. Yeah, it's terrifying to work and you have to, like, pay your bills and whatnot. That's shitty. Speaking of paying bills, I need to check and see if I'm able to now. Because, you know, life is a bitch. Life is a bitch. It's a bitch. Okay. Scan my finger. Oh, okay, don't scan my finger. Oh, okay, yeah, just close the app too, why don't you? While I'm trying to, like, go into it and log it in. Oh, okay. It's just being a little bitch. I don't know why it's taking forever to do that shit. Is it really just gonna fucking... am I gonna have to wait until tomorrow? I probably will have to wait until tomorrow, which is bullshit. I hate doing that. I hate having to, like, wait. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the issue about being an adult. You have to, like, worry about shit like this. But you know what? It is what it is. Like, I legit, like, just have to, like, wait anyways. Probably tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, because I don't want to, like, wait an extra day or whatever just to do this shit. Oh, Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Sometimes I do this shit, like,
but no stream tomorrow. Yeah, unfortunately, because I work all day tomorrow. If I was working in the morning, it would have been fine. But since I'm working all day, I'm gonna have to cancel tomorrow. And also, you know, Thursday as well. Even though it's like one of the days that I actually do sit down and game in a complete session. And I was even planning on like streaming Hitman or some shit like that. I actually want to stream and play that game. Honestly. I still got a freaking zombie as well with the eye. Still want to play that, but when I try to like log into like Uplay or whatever, it like doesn't want me to like fucking play it. So I think their fucking launcher or whatever for Uplay fucking sucks. So I might have to figure out a way to bypass their fucking shit so I can play the damn game without using their damn fucking launcher. When will you come back? Wednesday. I'll be coming back Wednesday. It seems like it's like every other day now I'm able to like fucking stream for some reason. There's always a caveat. It's like when I'm able to stream throughout the entire week, there's always a caveat. And when I'm not, there's always a caveat. So it's like a lose-lose battle situation. Will you come back with the milk? It's not just the milk. I'll come back with the Dr. Pepper, not just the milk. Definitely a Dr. Pepper. Not even the milk. That's for sure. I'm gonna figure out what stream content that I'll do Wednesday though. That's for sure. I'm gonna figure that out. I don't know if I'll do any gaming really, because I know I want Wednesday to be like a random variety stream. Since last week I did gaming practically for that stream last week, I'm gonna figure out what I can do with Wednesday at least. Unfortunately, I won't stream tomorrow nor Thursday, even though those are probably like one of the most favorite days to stream, honestly. Chill Talk streams like today are nice too. They are. It's just, you know, sometimes I have to think of a topic out of my head or just let you guys, like you and other people in the chat, you know, to bring something up just for me to even ramble on about, really. Sometimes I can't even think of shit out of my head, and I just rely on you. Like, literally, that's literally, like, the only thing. And, you know, as, like, the time goes on, you know, make the brain, wow, what's wrong with me? Make the brain spin. I don't know, like, I don't know, I thought about doing, like, a random sing stream or whatever. Or just, you know, karaoke thing. But I'd have to, like, select whatever songs that I would like to use for, like, 3.5 hours. Really just 3 hours, really. But I don't even know if I want to do, like, a karaoke stream. I might, but I'm not sure. I would have to figure that whole thing out, really. That'll be fun to do with your girl. She's not the singing type. That's the funny thing. Like, she doesn't like singing, and she probably wouldn't even like singing while streaming. So if we did, then, you know, it would be kind of it probably would be off sync too, especially if we sang together, honestly. But I don't know. I mean, she's mad at me right now, so she's not really in the mood for stuff like that too. So, yeah, I basically got her upset. You know, normal stuff. You know, just personal stuff, really. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just something that I, you know, pretty much just only one thing that I agreed with, and it got her upset, really. That's literally about it. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Just one small little thing that I agreed, and then, you know, she's upset about that. And anything else, that's like more going into the personal, real life stuff, honestly. I hope you guys sort it out. I mean, we will. I mean, it's literally just, you know, it's just more of like a momentarily thing, anyways. I mean, yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for, you know, getting her upset, but, you know, I know deep down inside she can't stay mad at me forever. That's usually how it goes. I know deep down inside she won't be mad at me forever. Girls can get moody, yep. You're not wrong on that. They can get moody. And you know what? I deal with that almost every month. At this point. But yeah, no, I think that's it. I think that's yeah, that's pretty much it about for today's stream. Women, am I right? Yeah. Women.
Women, am I right? Am I right, chat?
But alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a stream for today. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and decided to come chat with me. And hopefully we'll do this Wednesday. Hopefully we'll do whatever we can on Wednesday. I haven't figured out what the stream content is gonna be for Wednesday. Sadly, I won't be streaming tomorrow or Thursday, which is the unfortunate part. I really want to, but hopefully as time goes on, I'll be able to do 4-day stream like usual. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and came and chat with me and you know, decided to have a follow with me. I appreciate Bite and everybody else. Thank you guys, and I hope I see you guys Wednesday.
Shapapi mañana.